Hello and welcome back to Views on the Road. I'm your host Steph, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make pozole rojo step by step. It's almost an authentic recipe, and the reason I say that is because we're going to be using a 14-ounce can of pre-cooked hominy. 5 pounds of pork butt, 5 pounds of pork shoulder, 5 pounds of pork feet, 18 guajillo chiles, 15 bay leaves, 2 garlic bulbs, 2 medium onions, 1 tablespoon of salt, 5 tablespoons of chicken bouillon, 1.5 tablespoons of Mexican oregano, and 20 cups of water. Add your salt, place your burner on a high heat, and bring your water up to a boil. And once you've reached a boil, you're going to add your pork pieces. Next, you're going to continue to boil on a high for 15 to 20 minutes. We want all those impurities to rise to the top, and then we're going to start skimming them. In the meantime, I'm going to start cleaning our chiles. And what I mean by cleaning is I'm going to start removing any kind of stem and seed. The bag that I have today, not many of them have a stem, but you want to remove as many of the seeds as you can. If you happen to get one that has a little bit of mold, just toss that one and get a new one. I have our guajillo chilies. I like to take the ends off of our garlic just to release all those delicious flavors. We have our bay leaves, and then I've already peeled our onion, and I like to just give that a little slit at the end so that we can start releasing those delicious juices. Give or take 20 minutes, it's time to remove our impurities, and I currently cannot find my skimmer. Can you guys believe that? So I'm going to use my strainer and make do. I'm going to make it comfortable for my home today. And this might help somebody that doesn't have a skimmer. I'm going to share a tip with you. I like to go in and skim the impurities the first time, and what helps me get all of the impurities is that I'll go ahead and place the lid on it for another 3 minutes, and then I'll come back and remove the impurities that rose to the top. So it's 2 times to get it super clean. See all those bubbles? All those bubbles are impurities. You don't need to see this part. You already know what we're doing. We're just skimming our impurities. Next, you want to add your garlics, your onion, your chiles, and your bay leaves. Place the lid over your pot, and you're going to continue to boil for another hour. Within that hour, you want to come and stir periodically to make sure that nothing is stuck to the bottom and that you don't burn your patitas. And while our pozole continues to cook, we're going to talk about the salsa pozolera. It's a salsa you use for your pozole so that whenever you make it in the big pot, you don't have to make it super spicy, and that way the whole family is happy. I like to use chiles puya. They're smoky and spicy, but they are expensive. So if you don't have puya chiles, you can use your chiles de árbol. I'm going to be using 5 chiles puya, and if you're going to use chile de árbol, you want to use 8. Unless you really want to bring the heat, you can use 15. You'll need 6 to 8 garlics. And you can use the one from your pozole, but last time I did that, Cloud got really upset at me because she loves that on her tostadas, so I'm not even going to mess with her today. Place your burner on a medium heat and drizzle a little bit of oil. I'm using avocado oil today, but make it comfortable for your home. Once your oil is nice and hot, you're going to add your chiles, your garlic, and you're going to toast them up for a good 45 seconds to a minute. When you see the color of your chiles have changed, you want to take them out, and it looks like my garlic needs another minute or so. Add your garlic. You're going to add 3/4 of a cup of your pozole broth, 1 heaping tablespoon of salt, and 1/2 tablespoon of Mexican oregano. And next, you're just going to blend until smooth. And boom, done. Don't be shy. You know you can use this for game day, or while your pozole is done cooking.
She goes to 1 Denver Broncos games and acts like this.
So good. I love that smoky bite.
Go 49ers.
Woo! I'm only 40. And next, I'm going to do my crema for my tostadas that I love with my pozole. Not everybody does, but I do. Do you like it, Cloud?
I don't add the crema in the pozole.
No. I just have it for my tostadas.
Yes, that's correct.
All I use is heavy whipping cream, but you can use any kind of table cream. Add some black pepper, salt to taste. Give that a loving mix. And in just a few seconds, you have some table cream. Delicious. Make sure you clean the top of your hominy can, and we are going to open it up give it a little rinse, and have that ready for when we need it. While that pozole is boiling, it's time for you to prep your toppings, your salsa, so that you can be ready to serve as soon as that pozole is done. It's been 1 hour, and now it's time to get our chiles and blend them. I'm gonna add some of our broth so it's easier for us to blend. Think about 1 to 2 cups should do the trick. It doesn't matter really because it's gonna go right back into the pot. I'm gonna do it a little bit different today just so that it's just a smoother ride for you at home. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken bouillon and about half a cup of your hominy. If you don't want to use your hominy, you can use about 2 tablespoons of maseca, or you can even tear about 2 tortillas and toss them right on in. And next, you're just gonna blend until smooth. And boom, done. We just need to pour all of this into our pot. And anything that's left over, I like to use the same broth, shake it up in my blender, and then pour it right back in. We need all that chili sauce. Be careful when you're shaking it because it stains. And I'm just adjusting our pieces. Make sure that we get all that broth to penetrate into all of that tender protein. Yummy. Place the lid on it and cook for another 30 minutes. Our chile rose to the top, so I'm just going to use a little bit of the broth to scrape down all of that delicious chile. One of the things I want to talk to you about while I'm doing this is you want to taste the broth right now because it's been boiling with all the seasonings for 30 minutes, and this would be a great time for you to adjust for your family if you wanted a little bit saltier. And if you went too heavy on your salt, then I can't help you there. Somebody's going to have a tummy ache. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. The measurements are pretty exact for you. Go ahead and start adding your hominy at this point. And once you add your hominy, you're going to continue to cook for 20 to 25 minutes. I do notice that when I use different brands, I might need 30-35 minutes, but that should do the trick. Don't you worry. So just go ahead and make some room for your hominy to get infused with all these delicious spices and the flavors coming out of this pozole. If I sound excited, ooh, I really need this in my belly. I need some comfort food, and this is one of my favorites. Add your oregano, and you're gonna let that boil for another 30 minutes. And boom, done. We are ready to serve some delicious pozole. You know you're grown when you have 2 patas in your bowl. I like to add some finely chopped cabbage. You can also use some lettuce, a little white onion, sprinkle of cilantro, little radish, a squeeze of lime, and a few drops of your delicious salsa. I'm so glad we went with 15 chilies, and Cloud wanted to be brave today. And we're ready for a delicious bite. I'm gonna need somebody very special to say
Provecho.
Thank you. Absolutely delicious. And to be honest, nothing beats pozole on a cold day. Now look away because I have to bite into this patita and it can get dangerous for you. As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you, and we want to thank each and every one of you that watched our recipes while we were gone, giving us some peaceful time to transition. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios!